Welcome back to Java series. I have a quick question. What is 2 plus 3? So 2 plus 3 is 5. You all know this. Similarly, what is 2 plus 3 into 6? 2 plus 3 multiplied with 6. So what is the answer? It is 20, right? That is how we will calculate. But the answer may be different, right? 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 into 6 is 30. The answer may be even 30. So there are two answers, right? Now, if you provide this question to Java, then what will it answer? If it answers 30 or if it answers 20, then your answer may be wrong, right? So, let's see why it is wrong. In this video, you will be understanding about operators and expressions. You might have known about a operator. So, an operator is just a symbol that will perform an action. Action may be addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, or whatever it is. So I gave an example of 2 plus 3. The plus symbol is performing an addition of 2 and 3, right? And it will perform addition only when the values are present. Clear? Here in the example, if you see, int result equal to 10 plus 5. So plus is performing an operation, right? That is addition. It is performing addition operation, and only when both the numbers are present on RHS and LHS, then it will perform an operation. Else it doesn't perform any operation, right? So these values are called as operands, and this symbol is called as an operator. And combined And when you combine this, an operand followed by an operator, again followed by an operand, the result, the combined result is called as an expression. Clear? So, there are different type of operators in programming. The first type of operator is arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators would include all the basic mathematical operators such as addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, and all. So you know them already since from your mathematics. But there is a difference from division. Division and modular division. These both sounds same, but they provide a different answer. Now, when you divide 10 and 3, the answer is 3.33 since it is a recurring. But since we are using only division, it will ignore the decimal part and it will provide only the whole number, that is 3. Similarly, if I use this percentage symbol, which is called as a modulus operator, it will provide the remainder, not the quotient. Clear? Division will provide the quotient, whereas modulus operator or modulus operator will provide the remainder. 10 modulo 3 is equal to 1. If you take a pen and paper and calculate 10 divided by 3, the remainder would be as 1. And next operator what you have is increment and decrement. Increment will increase the value by 1. Now, a equal to 5. If I want to increase by 1, what is the logic I will write? A plus 1. A is 5. So 5 plus 1 is 6. Instead of writing it as 5 plus 1, I will use A plus plus. That is A plus plus, which is equal to 6. Similarly, decrement. That is A minus minus. If I want to decrease one value, instead of writing it as A minus 1, I will write it as A equal to A minus minus. Instead of writing it as A minus 1, I will write using decrement operator, that is A minus minus, which is equal to 4. I have created a new class called as a operators. So I will assign two variables, a equal to 2, right, and b equals to 6. Always remember every statement ends with a semicolon. And let's perform few of the operations. A plus b, clear? Yes. But here there is some error. Can you figure out what error it is? There is we haven't provided an entry point to this program. So this is a main error. Without entry point, it doesn't execute. Now all the errors have been cleared. Now let's debug it. Now here you see A is 2 and B is 6. So 6 plus 2 is 8. Similarly 2 minus 6 is minus 4 and 2 multiplied by 6 is 12, whereas 2 divided by 6 provides 0 as a quotient. Clear? And 2 mod sorry A modulus B, that is 2 modulus 6, the remainder would be 6. Sorry, the remainder would be 2. Take a pen and paper and solve, like if you're not able to understand how exactly the modulus works. And here I made a modification. After this, I have written one more statement. Here a plus plus, which is an increment operator, for sure like it will increment. So the value should be 3, but why it is showing 2? Here it is getting incremented, but it is not getting stored anywhere. So for this purpose, like we will try running one more time. Yes, now you see the last but 3. Yes, a plus plus has been incremented, right? Next, here in a minus minus, which is a decrement operator, the value of actual a value of a is now 3, right? And this would get stored here. 3 minus minus means 2, and but here it is showing as 3 because the value is not getting stored anywhere. Clear? So it is providing the used value, not the updated values. Next time when you are printing it, it will provide you the updated value, that is 2. Clear? Not sure if you have understood it or not. If a is 2 and when I do a plus plus, clear, the value would remain 3, but when I try to print it, it will print me as 2 because I haven't stored a anywhere. Instead, if I write as a equals to a plus plus, and then if I try to print it, then I'll get the official value to be as 3. That is what happening here. Clear? So these are arithmetic operators. Relational operators. Relational operators, they will combine both the value on RHS and LHS and they will return whether they are true or false. Clear? If you remember, like in the last class I mentioned about the boolean data type which should holds on it only true or false. So here there are 6 type of boolean operators. Don't get confused by saying double equal to. Double equal to will compare both the values on RHS and LHS. Clear? And it will return true or false. The first example what you have is 5 double equals to 5. So it is comparing the integer whole numbers. 5 and 5 are equal. So both is returned to be as true. Clear? Similarly 5 and 6 are not equal. Right? And next what you have is less than. Less than, as you know, less than greater than remains same. Clear? Which will compare if operand 1 is less than operand 2, then it will return true, else false. The same goes with greater than. If operand 1 is greater than operand 2, then it will return true, and the same goes with greater than or not equal to or less than or not equal to. For greater than, just take an example of this. Is 4 greater than 5? No. 4 is equal to 5? No. So it is returning false. Similarly, 5 greater than 5, it is false, but 5 is equal to 5. It is checking either greater than or equal to, not both the conditions. The same applies here. 6 less than 5? No. So it is a false. Clear? And not equal to. Not equal to will check if both the values should not be equal to. Here 5 is not equal to 5. Is it true? It is false. But 5 is not equal to 6. Right? So these are relational operators. Let's use editor and check. Now, yes, now let's move to now open your editor and just look at this. So here 10 is equal to 11. We are just verifying if both the get equals or not. 10 not equals to 11. So all the six operators have been covered, right? Now let's comment it out. Now try executing it. Now here you get the output. 10 is equal to 11. It is false, right? Next, 10 not equal to 11. It is true. 10 is greater than 11. Again, it is false. Next, 10 less than 11. Again, it is false. 10 greater than or equal to 11. Again, false. So 10 less than 11 is true. 10 less than or equal to 11 is again true. Similarly, like if I write 10 equals to 10, then what we'll get? You would get it as true, the last one. So these are relational operators. And next what you have is logical operators. Logical operators will find the, a logical operator will combine many multiple operators. And here we have logical and, logical or, logical not. Here, let me go back to VS Code. Here it would be very clear if I use the editor compared to the slides. Now there are two expressions, right? This is your logical and. This is first condition and this is second condition. So what happens here in logical and will provide me the result true, right? Only when both the expression, this is the first expression, only when the first expression and second expression both are true. It will provide me true only when both are true. Else it will provide me false. Now you see 10 is equal to 11. Is it true or false? It is false, right? So false, logical and 10 greater than 11, it is false. So false and false would be written as false, right? So let me execute this. Now the answer, now it has provided me as false. Clear? The only condition to be remembered here is with respect to logical and, it will provide true only if both the conditions are true. But if either of the condition goes false, for example, if the first expression goes false, then you can just close your eyes and tell the answer is false or the output for logical and expression is false. Clear? If it is false, then everything goes false. Ten equal to 10 and 11 equal to 11, right? Now run this. So it is true, right? Not only this way, even you can check like 20 greater than 10, clear, and 11 greater than 10. Even this will result as true, clear. So this is about logical and. And next what you have is logical or. Logical or will have the sim is represented by pipeline. So both the pipeline here you see. Let me print the statement for you. Yes. So this is a statement. The pipeline, two pipeline symbol is a two pipeline symbol is a operator for logical and logical, sorry, two pipeline operator is a symbol for logical or. And here it will return true when either of the expression is true. Clear? It will return me true when either first or second expression is true or false. If this is the case, then it will return me true. Clear? Now, for example, 10 is equal to 11, it is false. 10 greater than 11, it is false. In such case, both would return me false. When both the expression are false, then for sure the answer is false. But when either of the expression is true, then it will return me as true. Clear? Let me comment it out. Let me comment logical and. Yes, it is false because both are false. Now, 10 is equal to 11, it is false. But 10 less than 11, it is true. So it will return me true. If you check here, it is true. So this is about logical OR. And next what you have is logical NOT. Logical NOT is represented by exclamatory which will flip the value. For example, now 10 is equal to 11. What is the answer? 10 is equal to 11. What is the answer? Let us run this. What is the answer? 10 is equal to 11. It is false, right? Now let us run this. But the answer returned to be true. Why? Because we have logical OR. Logical OR will flip the answer or it will reverse the value. Now, whatever the value produced by 10 equal to 11 is reversed by exclamatory. 10 equal to 11, the actual output is false. But since we are using exclamatory, it would produce true. Clear? Apart from this, let me give you some other example. Yes. What is 10 equal to 10? It is true, right? Then let us run it. It is returning as false. Clear? So this is about logical operators. Let's move on to assignment and ternary operators. Assignment operators are nothing but shorthand operators. Yes, let me comment it out. And for this, you need a variable int a equals to 10. Now, this is your assignment operator a plus equal to 10. This is a shorthand, sorry, this is your shorthand operator or assignment operator, and this can also be written as a equal to a plus 10. Clear? The value of a is 10. So a plus 10 means what? What is the value of a? 10. So 10 plus 10 is 20. Instead of writing as a equal to a plus 10, I am directly using a plus equal to 10. Clear? Which will provide me the value as 20. Now let us run this. The answer is 20. Clear? Similarly, if I write like this, a minus equal to 10. For multiplication, division, yes. Now here, let us print. Now, the value of a is 20 here, over here. So, the same value is carried over next. A minus equal to 10. Here what happens? It is not taking the value of 10. The latest value after getting executed is 20. So, 20 is taken as input to a next statement, that is 20 minus 10. A minus 10 means 20 minus 10, which is 10. Now the value of a is 10. Now it will move on to next value, that is a has to equal to 10. A multiplication, right? So 10 into 10 is 100. And next what you have, the value of a is 100. So division is happening. A quotient would get returned. So it provides an output as 10. Clear? This is clear. This is about assignment operate. This is about shorthand operators. Next, what you have is ternary operators. Here, ternary operator is little confusing, but if you understand, it's very easy to. But it's very easy. Here you have a syntax to follow in ternary operator. First, you write a condition, then followed by a question mark with a statement needs to be executed when the condition is true, followed by a colon. Sorry, followed by a colon, and then followed by a false statement. Clear? Let me show you how it works. int c equal to 20, clear, d equals to 10. Now, what is the expression we have to use? Condition. Now, I'll create one more variable where e equals to, what is the condition? C greater than d, right? Question mark. If it is greater, then print the greater value. If it is small, then print the small value. This is my operator. So the expected answer is to print the greater value. Print E. Clear? Because the answer is stored in E. Now how it works? How it works? The condition is 20 greater than 10. Right? Question mark. Next what you have? 20. Print 20, 20 is greater than 10. So the answer is true. Clear? So if it is true, then print the first expression C. What is stored in C? The value stored in C is 20. So the final answer would be 20. And here we are storing this value in the variable E. Clear? Now execute it. Why it is showing me the error? Expected after this token. Oh, it's down. It's not even entering the main block. Yes, the value is 20. Clear? This is how ternary operator works. Initially, it has a condition followed by a right statement and true statement and a false statement.